all you get. You get one orange justice.
He ends up always kind of manipulating the truth to make himself look better in a lot of different ways, in ways that you don't really need to. You know, if your friend group, if you're like friends with someone, like I always trust Fed and whatever he says about anyone, but it came back to a situation where I found out that it wasn't always the truth. We came out with the statement because after we had a 3-hour intervention with him and 7 other girls, and 6 of the girls all came out with stuff against him, he proceeded after that day to contact the people who weren't there and kind of do exactly what we told him was the problem, which was to tell them only his side of the story, and kind of spin it in a way where he ended up being the better person. But it's like, I don't think that's like, we just had an intervention about it, so it felt kind of weird.
Into their story. I've made it a point this year to be better, and as I often mentioned, I'm trying to take more responsibility in my life. I owe it to both my friends and everyone who supports.
So did this tweet happen before or after you didn't pay Scaro the fucking $20,000 to $30,000 in back rent that you owe?
Me to own up to my actions, and that starts by listening to those I've hurt. I want to make it clear that my intentions were never.
You guys don't know, this is a guy that I've literally been one of my best friends. I literally lived with him for over a month. I stayed with him. I went to fucking parties. I went to events. I went everywhere with him. We were literally stuck to each other like fucking glue at events. I was always talking about girls. He's always talking to me about girls. I literally told him, like, pretty much, there's a bunch of time. There was a time where, remember, I was going through my depression and my anxiety shit, like last year, late 2019. Literally, I talked to 2 people the most about it. I talked to Ibrahim, my roommate, who's like literally my best friend. And then I also talked to Fed about it. Those are the only 2 people that I talked to about it. So that should show you how much I trusted him, pretty much. And the fact that I feel like, I'm not going to go into it once again, but the stuff that I told him while I was depressed and anxious and like him helping me, the fact that he used the shit I told him against me and did shit that like made me more sad. I didn't know at the time, obviously, but I found out now that he did more fucked up shit than you can imagine. Like, it's something unforgivable. You can't go back and like...
Completely unreasonable. How many people have been saying like, oh my gosh, they could have handled this privately. They all said that they did. Not one person, not 2 people. A whole house and organization and group of friends of people have said over and over and over again that they tried to handle it privately. They tried. And they're recognizing no change from this person that they care about, that they wish would care enough about them too to take accountability and be responsible moving forward, and they have not done that. And they have every right to express themselves however the fuck they want to, whether you like it or not. And you know what? I think the only reason you don't like it is because you're scared it will happen to you, because you're too much of a fucking bitch to ask someone for consent before you assume consent by touching them.
No, it was before the peak of H1Z1's popularity, which that game was pretty popular for a while. And some dude, I wish I could remember who it was, someone from the chat room told me, hey, you should check this dude out. You might like him. He's pretty weird. And I clicked that shit, and this dude was streaming. There was 400 people watching, 360 people. This dude was wearing a fucking wig, and he was wearing a bulletproof vest, and then he got in his fucking car, started driving it around, and I'm watching this guy, and he was talking about how athletic he is. And I was watching this guy, and I was like, this guy is gonna fucking hit it big. This guy is... I knew it. The moment I saw him, I knew it. Fast forward a few years and the whole internet's shocked.
Time ago, if I actually care about what random people insult me, I don't care. I'm more than happy to continue this publicly. I DM'd in case you wanted to have a mutual conversation privately instead of... Oh, they showed you DM? I'm sorry if I didn't read it. I don't usually go into open DMs. That's the type of job that my manager does.
Ever.
You seem like you aren't informed, my man. Watch this informative video to get a grasp of things, PogChamp.
Hey YouTube viewers, Jessica Gatch here. I wanted to come to you guys today with a question I get asked a decent amount in my stream, and that is advice on being a streamer. So, essentially this video is also just my opinion on what you can do to be a successful streamer.
Step 1, marry one.
Successful taken in a couple of different ways. Okay, so some people...
Some states require paid fundraisers to identify themselves as such and to name the charity for which they are soliciting. That's the answer. Holy shit, that's actually the answer. That's the actual answer. The answer is a state by state. That's why it's so confusing. There is no federal regulation. That's the actual answer.
Just like, hey, do you guys have Uber codes? Zero fucking response. It was so funny because there was one instance, I think it was BlizzCon, where I was invited to play the Battleground stuff. And the morning of the day before, so like the morning I was supposed to travel, I was doing the Teamfight Tactics Riot Invitational for set 2. And Riot gave me Uber credits, so I used it to get to the venue to play. And I'm like, oh, there's extra credits. Let me use these credits so I can travel to Blizzard's fucking events. Because they didn't give me Uber credits. I had to use Riot's Uber credits to get to a Blizzard event.
Holy shit. What is it? What are they called? What are European miles called? Kilometers?
Look at that, dude. So you guys can see that I'm not doing anything wrong. You changed it midstream. Wait, I did, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. That's kind of a long time.
Make the flyer yourself.
So it was, yes, yeah, I made not even flyers. It was like I posted all over the internet that I was teaching tutoring computer science. And I checked it beforehand. There were like no tutors on Oahu for comp sci. So that was kind of weird, but so I made like multiple different websites and Craigslist posting pretending to be different companies and different people, but they'd all funnel back to me. So like for a very short time, I had a monopoly on all the tutoring jobs on Oahu.
Why did you feel the need to be different companies?
So I felt like I would catch more work if someone goes to one company and they say that one doesn't look good. They'll go to the next company. Checkmate, asshole. They're both me. And that led to the funniest fucking thing ever.
Do you think we can recuperate the $100,000 investment?
I think you could with the content that you put out of it and intangible brand awareness. Like, who's offline TV? I don't like. Oh, they're the one with the dog that pisses in your cup at parties.
Pissing dog.
The pissing dog that pisses in your cup at parties. It's those guys. Oh, those guys? Of course I know those guys. They're the ones who taught the Boston Dynamics dog to feel pain when you yell at it.
Dude, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm kind of down.
Yeah, I'm kind of like thinking through it. I'll go halvesies on a Boston Dynamic dog.
Yeah.
The more I think through it, it's like...
Look. That Facebook money's gotta go somewhere.
May as well be tax deductible.
Look, instead of losing all my money on the stock market,
why don't we put it into something useful?
Like a pissing dog.
Wait, what? I blocked. Wait, what? Shroud, no! Shroud, no! No! Shroud!
Okay. Wait, did we get any new followers? Oh, hey Ziri, I appreciate the. Oh my God!
I don't know what that means.
Bruh. Are you fucking kidding me?
Bruh.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Holy shit.
Third pitch, you just blow it right by him. Fourth pitch, when he's swinging, give him a slow curve outside. Then go back to the well, and then just keep throwing the same thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You just keep hitting them with the slow curve. Now he's like, okay, I knew he was gonna throw that. Now he's gonna mix it up. Nope. Gonna throw the exact same thing because I know you're gonna swing. Now he's like, now he's gonna throw the same thing, so I'm not gonna swing. That's where you hit him with a fastball. Okay? And then he's like, I don't know what the fuck's happening, so you throw him the brain destroyer. Then you throw him the whole bread and butter, and you know it. I saw it coming from pitch one. From pitch one, I saw it coming. There's nothing you can do about that.
You hate to see the crossbar, you really do. That's Woo! Ah! I just got ow. Ow.
What the fuck? Wait, what? I'm soft like for real? I can't break this. I was gonna waste the time by cooking this while I wait for the debuff. But what if the debuff applies before it gets removed again? Just dig around? No, I cannot dig anything with this debuff. The fucking spoon, top right spoon, man. I'm actually soft locked.
Welcome to Uganda.
Men holding hands, 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 men holding hands.
And then, you know, I yell at people because they suck. And then they yell at me because I suck. And then we tell each other we have small penises, and then that's the end of it, right?
Oh, I'm not laughing, man. Down the one on the right.
Top. Laser top, laser him.
That is all.
So is she gonna host me or what?